Hi, I'm Adriana Galinek, your embodiment and relationship coach, and this is my podcast. I spend most of my time reconnecting relationships, diving deep between the land of energy, and helping those couples, ignite that spark back in the bedroom. This podcast is for the universal, spellbinding people who love a little woo-woo and the thunder of truth. You're listening to Love, Sex, and Energy. Let's jump in.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Love, Sex and Energy. I'm your host, Adriana Galinek, and today we're talking about manifesting the man or woman of your dreams. Ooh, I know, right? Yes, this is something that I get a lot of. When I do my one-on-one work, this is wow, like how do I get them? I've tried so hard and I've done everything. I have seen everything. I've done. Well, first thing I tell people is slow down. Slow down. When we're working too hard and doing too much, you've already lost the battle. Number one, do not do too much. When my clients ask me, how did you manifest your partner? Which I did. It's something that I did years ago when my husband left me. I decided not to feel sorry for myself and cry too much. I did do my practice of crying, but I didn't allow that to take over my life because everyone has an opinion when you are ready to heal. It's really quite funny. I say that if you're ready to find a partner and you've done all the work on healing on yourself first, then it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. It's just their opinion. Remember that other people's opinion is not your opinion, so it doesn't really matter. So when you're feeling that you're ready and you've surrendered and you're absolutely at your backing truth that you want this man or this woman, I often say, how do you find when you take yourself out? And this goes back in my Awaken Heroine program. When you're taking yourself out, what does that look like for you? And if there's any insecurities that pop up. And I do that because I want to see their reaction and their confidence. Because when you're meeting a person, a male or female that you want to date or you're looking for a partner, you need to be really confident within yourself because rejection sucks, right? And we forget that when we're out, it's really funny that when women are so close to going out on dates because they feel like it's the be all or end all, like that's going to be like a marriage, like they've almost locked themselves in before they've even just gone, hey, I'm just going out for a drink. Now, if I go back to how I did it, I remember I was at my highest frequency where I was so aligned with myself. I was beaming from ear to ear, like my energy inside was roaring because I spent that time of healing and reconnecting to myself. And when I've reconnected to myself, all the things around me just seemed to make so much more sense, that I wasn't overthinking, I wasn't over feeling, I wasn't over anything, that I was so in love in my own, like of myself, in my skin. I felt like invincible, like it's like a ball of energy that I'm like, yeah, here I am, like it or not. And I remember I was doing a 21 days of manifestation, and what I get you to do is write, obviously there's a process to this, but just for this show's sake, let's just get it to the end point where you've written down things that you like or that you love about a partner that you're looking for, something that you're not receiving right now. And then you are to meditate on that intention over the 21 days and be opening your heart to love. So in the other episodes, we were talking about your heart chakra and what does that look like for you. It's really great. It's actually quite beneficial if you've not done any work on that to go and see a Reiki therapist to help you with your healings. If that's something that you want to do, reach out. I'm happy to open my doors and receive healing. But it's really important that when you are doing these things, that you are doing it with a balance, that everything's aligning for you and you feel at your highest frequency of energy. And when people say, oh, nothing's worked for me, I've done that, it didn't work. Well, clearly it hasn't worked because you're not at that vibrational sense where you need to be, where you need those clearings. So write down, your intention, write down what you want, things that you've never had that you wanted in a partner. And that's exactly what I did. I did my 21 days. I've done my intention, my gratitude I did my gratitude work to lift my vibration up as well. So gratitude work to lift up that frequency so I'm matching. So when I'm manifesting, the manifestation can hear me without me having to ask. It just aligns. And when you have the higher vibration above you and what you are asking for at a clear vibration, it's automatically a match. Okay, so the universe listens and says, oh, this is what this person needs. Okay, let's just get them to them. Oh, we can, because she's nice and clear and energetically available. And that's what happened within 6 weeks from the time that I started to the time that I stopped within that 21 days. And then I did my gratitude work. I met my partner. And I can tell you how ironic this was. So when I met him, the things that I've written down on my paper, and I still have them, I've got them hidden in my little journal from those years ago, that what I was asking for was in there. So it wasn't superficial things about, what he looked like on the outside. It was everything that I wasn't receiving on the inside that I would have loved to have had in my marriage. And he wrote to me he DM'd me, if you don't know, we were on a love site on our, what do you call them? It wasn't Tinder or anything like that. It was this, I legitimately paid for something. So I thought, well, if they pay, they must be decent. So that's a whole nother podcast. But anyway, we're on this amazing platform and he asked me a question, or he made a statement by memory. I think I even screenshot it still. One of my lines that I had in my manifestation was something that he actually said. He actually said that to me in those words, which grabbed my attention, because nothing happens by accident, right? When two energies align and you haven't spoken about that, the frequencies link up together. So I knew I'm going to give this guy more than a chance than I would ever imagine. Not that I wasn't scared or freaking out or having a meltdown or any of the above, because, I'm a single mom, 5 kids, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? Who wants to date me? And it was bloody the best thing ever. And I remember going on this date, and I'm still laughing about it now, because I was just, I don't know, I felt like I was a 20-year-old, and my mind felt like, the mind that I have now versus the body and the mind then. Like, I don't know, I just felt so amazing about who I was as a person, that it was just the best. And I remember him saying, I said, I really enjoyed your company tonight. Let's do this again. And he said, yeah. He said, usually people wait 3 days before they do that. And I said, listen, I'm however old I was then, 30 something years old. I said, look, I'm not here to play games. I'm not here looking for a relationship. That's another thing. I wasn't looking for a relationship. I just wanted to hang out with people that were different to my circle of friends that I had. I said, I just love your company. And I just, if you're open to it, I'd love to catch up. And he was taken back, because it's usually the girls that he was dating wanted more than just to be friends. And I was just so grateful that I had a company of a man that was no strings attached. There was no expectation of a relationship. It was purely built on friendship, that I'm like, this guy is just too cool, amazing. And I remember him looking at me like, whoa. I said, oh, that's okay. And I said, if you don't want to date, that's perfectly see each other date, not, you know what I mean? I said, if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. I said, I'm so grateful. I remember telling him, so grateful that you've come out to see me, because you don't know how much this has impacted me. You don't know how much this is making me grow. And I really, really appreciate it. And we have been together ever since. And we have a beautiful daughter, and we're getting married next year. And, I feel that when people are trying to find their soulmate, and they are wanting to find the person, they put all their eggs in this one basket of, oh my gosh, this could be the guy. No, I don't like this guy because he's not tall enough. I don't like this guy because he's not muscly enough. I don't like this guy because he has too many kids. How about connecting to your soul values and looking for that into a person without the judgment? If you can stop judging yourself, you can stop judging the other person, because it's a reflection of yourself. Right? So when you're feeling free and amazing and I'm on top of the world, it actually transmits to who you are as a person. It transmits that the universe is listening. It's so magical to see. And I have seen this I've done the same thing with a few other girls, and she has been married now for a year. And I did it for 2 other women. We did the same thing for 2 other women, and both are married. One has a child and the other one has been married for a year now. So it's pretty, it does actually work. It does work. You just need to not think that you're going to marry every person that you meet, and just go with the frequency of leaning back in the feminine energy. Lean back, say yes, and see where it takes you. And you know what? And if the date is crap and the guy's not who you want, still be grateful and give gratitude to that. Lean back and say thank you. That was just, wow, I learned so much from that. It doesn't define us if things don't work. It's just a matter of building up that friendship and building up that not saying no to everything. When a man asks you, say, yeah, okay, I would really like that. Sure, I would really like that. And continue with those growing feelings. And even when you are in a relationship, and we've been together now for a few years, that it does, we get into that routine where, hey, remember when we went out, or remember when we did this? And, you need to be working on it. And before I had my accident at work, this feeling, we went out on our date, because we go on a monthly date and it's our date night. It's a must do. It's non-negotiable. And when we went, I was so excited. He's like, man, your frequency is pretty high. You're jumping everywhere. I said, I know, I get to hang out with you. I love spending time with you. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun. We're going to be grown-ups. We've got no kids around us. And I'm like, I don't know if you can hear my energy, but I can tell you, it was just like, yes, I'm just so grateful to be here and alive, to experience such amazing food, people, the atmosphere, my life around me in a really good vibrational space. And you can achieve that too. Maybe it's work that you need to do on yourself. Maybe it's, I don't even know what la language you're talking about, Adriana. I just want to find myself a man. If this is for you, if you're really genuinely needing the help, DM me. I have the Awaken Heroine program opening up shortly. You can work with me one-on-one. You might want to just do a clearing energy with me. Please reach out. I'm happy to help you in any way, which way possible. And if you have those questions, just ask. Join the Love, Sex and Energy group. It should be in my show notes, where you can just click it away and join, and I can help you kind of realign and manifest things that you want back into your life, because it is so important. Yeah, so hopefully that has helped you. I know I went on a bit of a tangent, but we could really dive more into that in future episodes, how that looks like, what that looks like, how to write that up. Very, very exciting. And you can be manifesting many things in your life, whether it's, buying a home, or finding the love of your life, or that amazing dream job, or working on your business. Let me know. I'm happy to help out. All right, now, till next time, thanks for listening. Bye. And that's it for another episode of Love, Sex and Energy. Connect on all socials at Adriana Galinek. Hit the follow button, share with friends, and if you have some time, write a review. As they say, the energy flows in universal ways, so always remember to shine bright. Till next time, see ya.